This was a good happy ending. It was cute, heartwarming, happy ending. Both Hwi Oh and Min Kyeong ended up together. Now I thought Hwi Oh might have persuaded Min Kyeong not to move away and these two start living together, but she did move away. She came back. She doesn't have a place to stay in the apartment, so I guess in a way they do live together. For Yang and Sono, they got taken down pretty quickly. I mean, I guess there's no need to build their story anymore since it's the finale. Their stories were built up in previous episodes, so finale, get straight to the point. Meet them, fight them, arrest them, period. So at the beginning of the episode, this is where Yang gets taken down by Hwi Oh. So there was a food delivery guy delivering food to Yang. He gets upset because the food delivery guy came inside the building instead of calling him, even though he did, and Yang didn't pick up. Then after giving Yang the food, he goes outside, calls Hwi Oh and says, "Hey, that's Yang. Yang is inside the building, and it's the same building that Hwi Oh remembers that Min Kyeong was very suspicious about." Then Hwi Oh puts on the helmet, disguises himself as a food delivery person, goes into Yang's building, complains that, hey, the plates are outside, but the spoons are not there. And then after doing a little bit more talking, he reveals himself, fights with Yang's goon, and then eventually arrests Yang. And then right after arresting Yang, the cops told Hwi Oh that he's getting his job back, but it's because of Min Kyeong. Min Kyeong said after her assault case is settled, she wanted Hwi Oh to get his job back. And Hwi Oh, he's pretty upset that he's just hearing about this. And then he tries to call Min Kyeong. Min Kyeong is at the cafe, but she's not there alone. She's with Sono. And he's only there with her because they're trying to settle this assault case. And then after signing some papers, he tries to beg to try to get back together with Min Kyeong. Min Kyeong wasn't having it. And then he gets on his knees and begs Min Kyeong to hear his excuse, saying that he was going to divorce his wife anyway, and if he told the truth, he was afraid that Min Kyeong was going to leave him. I find all of this to be BS, and I was right. Hwi Oh right now, he's worried because he knows that Min Kyeong is in trouble, so he starts chasing after Sono, and then this becomes a car chase. He sees Min Kyeong inside Sono's car, knocked out, not moving, and Sono, he's in the car pretty much bragging. Well, I guess taunting, I should say. And then eventually Hwi Oh does stop Sono's car for a bit, but then winds up on the top of the hood of Sono's car, and then Sono isn't having it. He starts driving, and then eventually they crash. Hwi Oh is hurt, he's bleeding. Sono runs away. Hwi Oh is not even worried about Sono at this point. He's worried about Min Kyeong because she's still knocked out. She's not waking up. And then for Sono, he's trying to get a ride to go back to the city. Coincidentally, he winds up in the cops' car. He gives them money, and then that's how he got arrested. That's probably one of the funniest ways how a villain in a K-drama gets arrested. And now we're at the hospital. Both Hwi Oh's and Min Kyeong's mom are there. They meet each other again. At that point, I think it's pretty obvious that they know the entire truth. Both their kids are seeing each other, and they're both the moms of their kids. But for Hwi Oh and Min Kyeong goes inside Hwi Oh's room. She sits next to him. Hwi Oh is awake. He asks, "What were you about to do?" Min Kyeong says, "Nothing." And Hwi Oh says, "Well, do whatever you're about to do." It was a nice throwback to their first night together. And then after that, they both embrace each other on the hospital bed, asking each other if they're okay. And then Hwi Oh finally gave the gift that he was going to give to Min Kyeong, and it was the necklace with the whistle on it. Then after the hospital scene, we see that Min Kyeong is still moving out. But before she leaves, we see a little bit of a flashback of Min Kyeong meeting with her psychiatrist, and she tells her that being with Hwi Oh, like it doesn't scare her, but she's scared the fact that he might get hurt, and being with him is going to make him suffer, so that's why she's leaving. So right after Min Kyeong left with the moving truck, Hwi Oh comes back to the apartment, just got out of the hospital. He just heard the news from the three ladies and starts chasing after the moving truck. He gets there, and both Hwi Oh and Min Kyeong have their one-on-one. It was a pretty sad scene. Like the fact that Min Kyeong said she doesn't want to date and fall in love anymore because of what she went through with Sono, especially dating and falling in love with someone who knows what she went through. It was pretty sad. I even shed a tear. I wasn't recording myself reacting to it, but I even shed a tear because at that point, I was thinking, man, maybe these two are not going to end up together. It was pretty sad. And then these two pretty much went their separate ways. But then we see Hwi Oh looking at another guy and went after him and pretty much attacked him. I'm like, whoa, is this out of anger because he's not with Min Kyeong anymore? And then Min Kyeong sees all of this happening. She goes after Hwi Oh, begging him, stop being angry because of me, because if you suffer, I get hurt too. But then Hwi Oh was like, wait, look at his face. And then Min Kyeong pulls out her phone, sees the picture that she took, I think probably in episode 2 or 3. And it was the criminal. I forgot what he did though. I have to go back to episode 2 or 3. But yeah, it was the criminal. Well, it was a picture of him from episode 2 or 3 that she took a picture of. And they finally got him. To tell you the truth, I forgot about him. I really did. And while Hwi Oh was holding down the criminal, he says, I love you to Min Kyeong. And then they both kiss. This was probably the funniest and the most weirdest kissing scene in all of K-drama, in my opinion. Having a cop holding down a criminal while he's kissing his girl, and the girl is also holding him down too. And it's like, it was so weird. And then we're back at the apartment. Some time has passed. A new couple has moved into Min Kyeong's old apartment, and Hwi Oh is narrating. So things have changed. So again, there was a new couple who moved into Unit 506. Soo-yeon is now a part-time singer, not a part-timer studying for exams anymore. Hwi Oh is now a cop again. Woojin is back at the forest, which is pretty cool. And also, Min Kyeong's dog is living with Hwi Oh. That's interesting. And then after Hwi Oh was talking to Min Kyeong's dog about how much they miss Min Kyeong, we hear a whistle outside of the apartment, and it was Min Kyeong, and it was the same whistle that Hwi Oh gave to her as a gift. They both look at each other, they smiled, and that was the end of the episode. So my thoughts on the drama. First, I would like to say that I do appreciate that each episode is a half an hour. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like my 1 hour, if not longer, drama episodes, but sometimes you need something short, you know what I mean? And also, I really do like the relationship between Hwi Oh and Min Kyeong. Just that type of relationship where one guy is always angry and a girl who is paranoid, but she has the right to be paranoid, but her way is making the other character angry, which makes an interesting episode and is a perfect example of opposites attract. I do appreciate the backstories that they gave us for Hwi Oh and Min Kyeong. It really gave us more reasons to why we should feel sorry for these characters, and also reasons why we should love these characters. Would I recommend this drama to anyone? Of course. If you're looking for something short, if you're looking for something to binge watch, if you're craving another comedy/romance drama, this is so perfect for it. If a person haven't watched Mad for Each Other yet, they would probably finish this in probably a day and still wanting more. Now, will this drama have a season 2? To be honest, I really don't see a season 2 because they ended off the story pretty well. And both of Hwi Oh's and Min Kyeong's story was mainly because of Yang and Sono. And if you think about it, both Yang and Sono's story has already ended, meaning that Hwi Oh and Min Kyeong don't really have any motivation at all. So to have a season 2, like, where would you start? You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't even think of any story on how to start season 2. I mean, they could come up with something new, but yeah, I don't think it should have a season 2. It's perfect the way it is, and both our main characters ended up together, happy ending, period. So yeah, that was pretty much the gist of the episode and my review and my thoughts on the drama. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave it in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.